My name is Jenny Fialkoff, and welcome to my video series on Ayurveda. I am owner of Whole Systems Healing, which is an integrated body-mind wellness practice. I do body work, massage therapy, and holistic wellness counseling based on concepts of Ayurveda. So today we're going to talk about what Ayurveda is. So Ayurveda comes from India, and it's one of the oldest forms of medicine, dating back 3,000 years. So there's a lot of overlap in Chinese medicine, acupuncture, and traditional Chinese medicine with Ayurveda. So to summarize how Ayurveda works, us as human beings, our bodies are microcosms of the universe. So we're composed of the 5 elements, earth, air, fire, water, ether. And in Ayurveda, they really just use earth, air, fire, and water. So there's a little bit of difference with Chinese medicine there. And within those elements, there's 3 doshas. And a dosha is essentially the mind-body type. Everybody's born with a dosha, a predominant dosha, and then we have a subdominant dosha. So each dosha is composed of 2 elements or 1 primary element. For example, there's 3 doshas: Vata, Kapha, Pitta. Vata is the element of air. Pitta is the element of fire, and Kapha is the element of earth and water. So when someone has a predominant of those elements, we can look at a variety of symptoms, not just in illness, but just in how they respond to any given situation. So, for example, a Pitta person has a lot of heat. Just naturally, they burn hotter. They might be aggravated by excess heat, whether that's in their environment or in their diet. They could be more prone to irritability, anger, frustration. They move, they're fast thinkers. A Vata person, and maybe a illness that could come from a Pitta-provoked person could be something like acne or psoriasis or eczema. Any kind of inflammation is related to Pitta. So Vata then is ruled primarily by air. Vata people's minds are very racy. They tend to be dry. So there's a lot of air in their joints and wind. So they might be very overactive, ADHD even possibly if their Vata is aggravated. So a Vata person might suffer from arthritic conditions, dry skin, cracking of the joints when their Vata is provoked. And I'll get to that after, what provoked means in Ayurveda. And Kapha people are slower, methodical, maybe more cautious. They take their time. It's a sign of earth and water. So they're patient, maybe receptive, compassionate. And if the Kapha dosha is provoked, it can be, signs of like laziness, sleeping too much, possibly overweight, a lot of mucus, any liquid water in the body is related to Kapha. So provocation of a dosha, when a dosha is provoked, is what we don't want. So when somebody's dosha is out of balance, the dosha is aggravated. So we want to keep the dosha low. We want to keep it tamed. So there are 6 stages to disease in Ayurveda, and it's a whole different lens than what we use in Western medicine, but the 6 stages exemplify the stages of how the dosha is over time aggravated and what happens in that process on an energetic level and on a physiological level. So for example, I'm going to keep this video really basic, try to keep it really basic just as an introduction, but we want to keep our doshas to where they are supposed to be. So the doshas are based in our GI tract. And we don't want them to be moving around our body. Once we see signs that the dosha is moving around our body, we know that it's aggravated. If we have inflammation in our joints, we know that pitta is aggravated. If we have mucus coming out of our nose and we can't stop it, it's green or pussy, we know that the cough is aggravated. If we have a lot of cracking in the joints, we know that vata is aggravated. So kapha's home is in the stomach. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see. Pitta's home is in the small intestine, and vata's home is in the colon. So a basic primary aggravation of vata could be gas and bloating. That's just to show that the dosha has started to have some aggravation. So I'm going to keep this video to the basics, and stay tuned for our second video where I'm going to get into the basis of the immune system in Ayurveda. So thank you for joining me, and namaste, and welcome aboard to this journey of Ayurveda. And I hope to meet you either online for a health consultation or at my office in Acton, Massachusetts. I have a website. It's systemshealing.business.com. And I also have a blog where I write about concepts of Ayurveda. So people can learn, if they want to come in for a health consultation, they want to be familiar with how Ayurveda works. You can jump on that, and I will give that blog information in the next video because I don't have it memorized. See you soon.